Hi everyone, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'll be taking you through information sources. First of all, what are information sources? These are materials, records or documents that provide data or knowledge on a particular subject. These sources serve as a foundation for research, inquiry, decision making across all academic, professional and so many others. For this particular example, let me say they've given you to go and search about behavior, a case in point for biology students. So your information source will be the Susan tool or biological sciences. Now let's go straight away to the types of information sources. So here we have the primary sources of information and secondary sources of information, but for today's video I'll be taking you through primary sources. So what are primary sources of information? A primary source of information is a direct or first-hand piece of evidence created at the time of the event or by someone who directly experienced the event or phenomenon. I think this one, the best example I can give you is an interview, especially when they are carrying out an interview. That's the best example for a primary. As I said, now we're going to talk about the characteristics of the primary source. First is originality. It says that something which is original, it means it's not tampered with, it's unfiltered. It's unfiltered and it's not tampered with. Now the second characteristics, it means it's it's a raw data. It's got firstly from the field. That means it's also similar to originality, that this one it's also not tampered with. Another characteristic is unmediated evidence. Then the last one is it's time related. That means it's recorded at the time when something happened. For example, the colonial time or the rebellions which were recorded during that time. That's an example of a primary source. Now I'm going to take you now through the examples of primary sources. They are categorized into three. We have the creative work, the artifacts, and the scientific data. Under the creative works, we have the poems, the artwork created during a particular period of time. And under the artifacts, we have the tools, the clothing. For example, this clothing, let me say the clothing which Jesus was crucified with, which is preserved in Jerusalem. That's an example of a primary source. Then architecture, for example, old houses of those days. Then under the scientific data, we have raw data from scientific experiments. I'm sure everyone has gone to the lab. Like, let me say the food test which you carry out, that will be the example of a raw data which you got from your experiments. Then the next one, I'm going to be taking you through the importance of primary sources of information. First, it is used by historians to create narratives and interpretation of historical events based on past events, cultures and people. And the second one is also primary sources like case studies, surveys, field observations are used by researchers to study the human behavior. Thank you very much for being there through this video. I applaud you to continue liking my videos. Subscribe because more are coming. Comment, invite your friends to come and watch my videos and subscribe to it too. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.